And we are live!
With me, Daniel Parsons.
And me, Blaine Conway.
Welcome back to a brand new episode of Her Journey. We are joined today by double and treble winning striker, Esme Parsons.
Woo! How you doing, Ez?
Yeah, I'm good.
Looking beautiful, looking very good.
Cheers.
So, those of you might be able to see, this is our Christmas episode. It goes out Christmas Eve, so obviously Christmas is tomorrow. I have a big question. I was speaking about it at work with someone today, right? On my plate, pigs in blankets, I'm not having it. Pigs in blankets,
No.
I'm not having it.
You're so specific that you need the plates. Remember I showed you that one time?
The child plate.
The child plates where everything is separated, so your food can't be touching each other.
I think pigs in blankets are overrated.
No,
And you can clip that, send that out there, okay? Right, roast potatoes on a Christmas dinner, Yorkshire puddings.
Yeah.
I don't mind a bit of that. Turkey, yeah. That's probably about it. No vegetables, really. Let's have that straight.
No
but pigs in
vegetables in
blankets, they can go. No, we're not having that?
No, pigs
no.
and blankets have to be there.
They're so overrated, though.
Yeah, but
They're like that.
everything's overrated for you.
Pizza's overrated. Pasta's overrated.
You like bacon, though.
Bacon,
It's
bacon
wrapped
will
in
go.
bacon, and you like sausages, so...
I like sausages and I like bacon.
Oh, I can't
but
it
not
can't be
together.
touching.
Right? I like chips, I like ice cream. I wouldn't put it in the same bowl, okay?
What, chips and ice cream?
Yeah, you wouldn't have it in the same bowl, but have it separately. So I'll have bacon
Yeah, but
separately.
you can't... Oh.
We're going to agree to disagree on this.
Oh,
Right, okay, so we've got Esme now. Obviously, we're going to delve into Esme's career, the Farnborough days, the double days, the treble winning days, and of course, her injury.
Yeah.
Right, you ready for this?
I think so.
Brilliant, okay, you'll be fine, Esme. So,
Oh,
the first thing we want to know, we go and ask all our guests this, is your football career from 18, where did you play? Where were you starting?
from 18. Well, I actually took time off of football
Okay.
for about 6 years.
Any particular reason?
I just fell out of love with it. So
Oh,
I
right.
stopped playing after about the age of 15. Picked it back up again in 2021, I think.
So what was the reason for wanting to pick it back up? Any particular thing behind it?
I don't know really. I just had an itch. So
Yeah,
I wanted to go back to it. So yeah, I went to Yateley. That was my local club. at the
Everyone,
time.
everyone seems to go through
Yeah,
Yateley. It's
but-
either Yateley or Fleet.
Yeah.
Everyone goes through one or the other.
But I think
Yeah.
falling out of love with the game is one of the worst feelings.
Yeah.
Like an injury you can deal with, but suddenly if you just fall out of love with the game, it's like you want a reason, but it's not.
It's like feeling more like a chore going, I think, and that's obviously
Yeah.
I was going to college and stuff, and I was just
Yeah.
like, I can't really.
I suppose as you start to become 16, 17, 18, going out, it
Yeah.
becomes one of those kind of things.
Yeah.
Clubs on a Friday, Saturday night. So you're 18 or 21, you go to Yateley
Yeah.
and you start playing for Yateley.
Yeah, so I don't know how long it was actually, but
Yeah.
yeah, I was with JP for a season. Actually, had a really really good season.
Okay.
That made me fall back in love with it.
And you
with
play
playing again.
striker,
Left wing,
left wing.
mostly. Yeah, I think it was
Okay.
bit of both, bit striker, bit left wing. So
So you were at Yateley for one season. Where
Yeah.
did you move on to then?
Guildford City, which was a new startup.
Yeah, they're in our league now. Well, they was in our league last season. Okay, Guildford City. How was that? How was the first season there?
That was alright. That was alright.
So you went from Guildford City. Did you go to Wickham at one point? Were you messing
Yeah,
around
so
Wickham for a bit?
Jules signed with Woodley.
Okay, so you've done all that area. Yeah.
So yeah, Jules signed when I was at Guildford with Woodley. Only played a couple games. Wasn't really like a long term sort of thing. And then went to Woking after that. So
Okay.
that was with the manager who started up Guildford City. He moved to Woking,
Yes.
and he took a handful of us with him over to Woking, basically.
So where did we go from? How was your journey to get to Farnborough? Obviously, Farnborough started up in 2023, 24.
Yeah.
Where did you get to Farnborough? What was the reason for going to Farnborough?
I think obviously my season finished with Woking. I don't know. I just saw a Facebook ad for Farnborough, like this new team being started.
Yeah.
And I just piqued my interest really.
Because this was before Farnham,
Yeah.
Ash, Aldershot.
Mhm.
They were the first team to. They had Hawley playing, obviously, and they had a lot of Rushmore, but Farnborough were the first team to sort of put this area quite on the map. They had Badshot as well. I remember, obviously, I know Esme from the Farnborough days. There was so many people coming to trials
Yeah.
that ended up making two teams, the
Yeah.
development team and the first team. And obviously, you managed to sign for the first team and
Yeah.
everything. Was there a nervousness to play for Farnborough? Obviously, you're playing in the stadium.
Yeah.
I remember them saying there's going to be fans paying to watch,
Mhm.
which was, I don't know if that's a usual thing that used to have back in the day.
Oh no, so that was like my first real experience
Yeah.
of that, to be honest with you. So I do remember that day really well, actually.
Okay, yeah.
That sticks out. I think in the change room before that game, it
Was that
wasn't
the first game at the stadium?
the first
the
game
friendly?
at the stadium was against Yatley.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I was there for that game. I was there for that game.
A lot of
Yeah.
my old teammates obviously were still playing for Yatley,
Yeah.
and it's nice to see everybody. But yeah, I think it was just that unknown going out. Obviously, they have the music at the stadium, don't they?
Yeah.
And everything, stepping onto the pitch, and it is quite daunting at
Yeah.
first, I think, going out into that. But yeah,
Because I remember I was in the development team with Dan, and we'd had a couple of friendlies, but this was the first time we'd stepped into the stadium, being in the dugout with Craig. And I remember just thinking to myself, hearing the crowd behind, thinking, this is daunting just being here, let alone playing in it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
And you had some young players. I remember young Lily Carroll was in goal. She was only 16.
Yeah, she was only 16.
She was 16. And again, just to have that experience of playing there as well. How did that make you feel? Did you think, I really want to play for Farnborough, I want to kick on and make sure I get my place here?
100%, yeah. I wanted to cement my
Yeah.
name in the team, basically. I think from that moment forward, I think I already wanted that, but yeah, it was from that moment, really. I was like,
What was the expectations for Farnborough for that season? Because if I remember rightly, they were first put into Hampshire Div 5.
Yeah.
And they played a friendly, I think it was like 14 or 15-0 against a team in that league. And they were like, no, we're going to move you up to Div 3.
Mm-hmm.
So straight away, in the space overnight, you've gone 2 divisions up.
Yeah.
So coming to Hampshire Div 3, was there an expectation on yourself, Craig, and the club to win that league, or was it just to go out and enjoy it and see where you are?
I don't. It was never said to us like you have to go out and win. It was just. I think everybody at the time just wanted to do well. I think because of the backing from obviously the community, the club itself, the men's team, all of it. It was just that. Yeah, everyone wanted to do well.
So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
sort of, let's go out, have fun, and then see where you go from there.
I think initially maybe, and then it was when we started really picking up results. It was like, wow, we can actually do this. And yeah, the team, there's talent in the team. There always has been.
Yeah.
And yeah,
You had a strong, obviously, you had yourself, you had Ellie Staley on the wing,
Yeah.
you got Leanne May the captain, with Georgia, you had Mia Dempsey,
yeah.
you had Morgan Palmer in goal.
Yeah.
That was a
Team.
strong team. You had
Yeah.
Tally Muggeska in the middle.
Yeah,
Was Farrell Ewins there at the time?
No, she
come
joined
after.
second season. Yeah.
Okay. So obviously you got off to a good start in that first season, and you ended up going on to win the double, which I remember being for the last few games of the season. I think you lost one game in the last 3 to go.
Yeah.
It was quite tight,
Oh, it was really tight.
and I remember Craig and I think Maisie Buckley was also playing in goal.
Yes.
I remember Maisie coming to the change room saying to Craig, "Don't worry about it. You've only got to win it. When shall I start that
Yeah,
again?
go on
Shall I
then."
start that again?" Right. Rewind that.
Rewind button.
Brilliant. I remember Maisie Buckley coming in and saying, "You just got to win one out of the next 2." Oh, sugar it.
Wow.
Right. And so I remember Craig saying that was a big thing because he realised, okay, I've just got to go out and win one out of the next 2, and maybe that took a bit of pressure off yourselves and just go out and get that one win. But it's still hard to do it though.
I don't know. I think it wasn't so much pressure. I just think it was just that.
Yeah.
Just the one was there.
Well, if you
Yeah.
want it, then you're going to try
Yeah.
harder. And
Yeah.
it's-
Because I remember on the socials, it always being bigger. People were talking about it. Oh, Farnborough women are playing at home today. I remember seeing at the end of the game, you'd have kids coming up asking to sign their
Yeah.
shirts and everything, and that was an experience that not a lot of players
No.
would have had leading up to that, especially towards the end. So you dealt with the pressure quite well.
Yeah.
How was the captain Leanne May in that season? Was she a good captain to play for? I can imagine
she's
she would have
brilliant.
been. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, honestly, hats off to her. To be honest with you, held obviously the back line and obviously the team. So
Was it hard, obviously, as you're going on, players coming into the squad, obviously, with that pressure of playing for the name of Farnborough, players coming in with a winning team, I can imagine that could be hard pressure-wise.
do you know what? I think everyone's actually like stepped up to that. I think if anything, coming in having like that to sort of I guess not live up to, but
Yeah.
you know,
Standards.
them
but-
sort of standards. It's just yeah.
Do you set yourself standards? Because I remember you saying to yourself, obviously being a striker,
Yeah.
how does that work for you? Because Danny's a striker, and I know from coaching Danny and managing Danny, there is this expectation, I must score every game.
Oh yeah. Oh, massively.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, you could have a great game, and if you haven't scored, you're just like that was awful.
So if you score in a game, do you feel, I've done my job? Or do you think, oh, if I got one, but I could have got 2 or 3?
More that sort of aspect, yeah.
So
we
you
have
know
like
that,
50 shots that game.
yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Danny played a game a couple of weeks ago. I think if she was still playing now, she still wouldn't score. But we
No.
spoke about this after the
Yeah.
game. Like, you get games where if you miss a couple of chances, you'll know better than me about this.
Oh, so
You get in your head.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All I heard from the sideline, Danny, get out your head. And I look over and I'm like,
Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
I think you swore at me at one point, if I'm honest with you. But does that happen to you? Do you get in your head?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, I do. No, I do. It's something I've actually trying to be like work on. I'm trying to work on. I think I'm a lot better now than I was first season with Farnborough. So
again, like you say, it's coming from you. Obviously, coming from a couple of clubs, but this is a club you've been at now for 3 seasons.
Three
now,
seasons
I think.
now, yeah.
So you're sort of settled now, aren't you? Really, in regards to that, you're getting used to playing with people around you who are strong characters as well. So if you get in your head, do they support you? How do they help you come out? Or is that something you have to do yourself?
Oh no, everyone does support you. Like on the pitch, like my teammates notice. Stop. Just forget about it. It's done now. Focus on the next. Like that's over now. You can't change that. So move on from that.
I feel like also, the more it happens, the more you're like, right, I've done this before. Yeah, I'm in my head, but let's just keep going.
Let's just
forward,
keep pushing forward.
Yeah, there's no point. Just keep getting stuck in my head. Well, that's what I try to tell myself.
Yeah.
How do you get yourself out of that? Like if you, like the other day, obviously, the game was stressing you. I can see it was stressing you.
Yeah.
And we ended up dropping a couple of players back to Brighton, and you wanted to come back in the car to Brighton and just talk about it on the way back. How do you get out of your head? Or
I didn't during that game.
No, not at all.
Not during that game. I think I was just like, I think on the drive back from Brighton was when I was like, right, let's just leave it. It's gone and done now. Then I think just making jokes about it, like we did. Like if you can make a joke about it, then I'm like, all right, it's not the end of the world, is it?
I think that's the thing. Obviously, yourself coming back from injury, we're going to talk about Esme's injury later on. But coming back from that injury and just playing again, I think that's the hardest part with finding your focus again. You know what I mean? Because once you get lost in your head, the game goes, and then you feel. I remember you looking across to the bench, thinking, "Oh, I've just missed one. Is that going to bother manager or anything?" And it doesn't. You know what I mean? I mean, you've got a strong, obviously, management team there as well, who must be supportive through your career.
100%, yeah.
Well, brilliant. So we've got on to then the double winning season, and then you move up. I remember you offered a chance to go to Southern Region. I think Craig, if I'm right in thinking, Craig said, "No, what? We're going to stay. We're going to try and go for Div 1." Okay, so that's probably in my opinion, the thing to do, because that jump from Div 3 to Southern Region is so huge, right?
Because I think we've completely skipped out Div 2, gone from Div 3 to Div 1.
That's a lot, though.
Yeah. Well, bearing in mind they started Div 5, so one season they've got 5 divisions. Okay, so to go up there so high, and you come to Div 1, that second season, you sort of think, well, I've done that, but now have we got to do this all over again? Then you're looking to strengthen to bring players in. Was there a pressure on the second season then to go, I need to perform again?
Oh, 100%.
Did you come to stronger opposition, obviously?
You've got stronger opposition, and you need to up your game. Like you have, like you said, stronger players, a couple of strong players coming in, obviously to bolster the squad. But yeah, it's just mentally, you know that you need to up your game. So raise your standards, take on coaching points, and actually apply them in the game. So
this is one of my favourite questions I like to ask people. Obviously, being a manager, when I bring players in, I'm bringing players in to strengthen the squad. Whenever I bring a new player down to training, I look at the other team members going, oh, what position does he play? Is there ever a fear when you're coming to training that when you see new players coming in, you think, I might be under jeopardy here in my position? Or do you think, I'm going to make you fight for this position? How do you deal with new players coming in looking to be the striker at Farnborough?
I don't know.
I'd say back yourself.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
You must have had the same. You've had players coming in your position, Danny.
Well, only coming back now.
Yeah.
So I haven't. There's always been times where I'm like, okay, maybe, but because I was so battered and bruised and injured, that I was like, please just take my position.
Okay.
I actually haven't experienced that yet. So
that will come.
Oh, hope.
I've got a new striker coming next week. We'll ask you that question next week. Right, so we fast forward now. We're now in Div 1. Did you notice much of a difference in competitiveness, in playability from the players who played in Div 3?
Yeah.
So you did?
Yeah, definitely. It's funny though, because obviously we won the Hampshire Trophy in Div 3 by beating a Div 1 team in the final.
So did that give you some sort of thing to go, we can do this?
Which I think that gave the whole team. I think we beat a couple of Div 1 teams actually
on the way
to the final, and then obviously we were the underdogs and then beat them. Was it 3-2 I think, or 3-1 in the final? So yeah, so I think it was like that whole thing, like we've done this before, like we can do this again, sort of thing. So,
yeah. So that's good practice then for the upcoming season.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing Craig would have had to go out and maybe look to strengthen, obviously, for that Div 1. Was there an expectation, or was there a thought that you may win Div 1, or was it just see how we start, see how we get on from there, and then we'll take it?
It was never really said, but I think it was just there. I think everyone had that in their minds. We are going to go out and we are going to try and win this. Like, we're going to go and do this, because no one expected us to obviously, I guess, win in our first ever season.
Yeah.
So, and obviously we're all riding obviously that high from winning that season.
Yeah.
So taking that forward into the next season was...
I think winning mentality breeds winning.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're used to winning, then you're like, just keep doing what we do.
Yeah.
If we back ourselves as a unit, as a squad, then that's what we do. I remember then, so that was a season then that Farnham started their obviously their team and everything. And I remember thinking, right, there's going to be a tug of war. They're going to try and get players from Farnborough, because there was a bit of money going into Farnham as well. But I think we said this on the pod that you will hear previously with Shannon, that we felt that Farnborough was the blueprint for the teams in the area as a setup, whether it be having the first team and a development team, so players can step up.
Yeah.
Players coming out for injury can drop down to the development team as well. We felt that Farnborough was that everyone was looking across going, they're doing something good there. We want a bit of that. Yeah,
because I think it was with Farnborough as well. It wasn't just obviously the women's team that got started. It was obviously all of the girls' ages that also came along with it, and like you said, the development team. So there is literally age groups all the way through.
That's exciting. Yeah, that's a pathway. But this season we found in certain teams trying to recruit is so hard. But if you know you've got that pathway coming through, you're sort of building relationships with young girls.
Building blocks, isn't it?
That's exactly what it is. From 8, 9, 10, that will be part of the club looking up to go, I could be the next Esme Parsons.
Yeah.
That's exciting to see. That's really good. But am I right in thinking then, so in that season, the treble winning season, was that when you picked up your injury?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
It was actually.
Right, so talk to me about that. I don't know too much about that.
So
I remember
what
seeing you.
Oh, God.
I remember seeing you one time in like a leg brace or something.
Yeah. So I fractured my kneecap.
What is it with kneecaps on this podcast? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, literally split it straight across the middle. So.
How did you do that?
Yeah.
Drunk?
On the pitch.
Oh my.
Normal match day. Obviously walked out playing. I think it was probably about 35 minutes in, to be honest with you. I'm gone through on goal. Their keeper has obviously come out. You see me play. I don't ever really like pulling out. Like.
I have seen you play, right? And with the way you play, someone's going to die. You're going all in.
So I've gone in as a word. Yeah, we've just clashed knees basically. It's awful as well because we had a camera set behind the goal, obviously to capture goals.
Yeah.
So
we didn't capture a goal.
I had like a actual like POV view of it happening after the game. You can hear, so we just did that. I got over the top of her. I stood back up, and I've tried to run it off, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't feel quite right.
Yeah. So you carried on playing for a little bit?
Till half time. And I went back into the change room and I sort of said to Craig and to our physio Ben, I was like, doesn't feel right. Yeah. And obviously I came off at half time and I was just sat there on the bench with an ice pack on my knee. And
Jesus.
Obviously
it's always the ice pack.
Yeah, the ice pack and the spraying.
And yeah, we
some of the school blue paper towel.
Yeah, that's a bit of ice.
Didn't really think anything of it. Went up to the bar afterwards, had a drink.
Yeah. Esme Parsons.
drove myself home after the game, and I just laid there that evening, keys like on my knee. And obviously, my other half's just like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think so." Yeah, it was the next morning I woke up for work, and I literally just couldn't walk. So my knee was literally the size of a watermelon out there. So
wow. So was that the moment you realised I'm in trouble here? Did you go to hospital?
Yeah. So my other half, he drove me to hospital straight away.
Yeah.
Sat there, had an X-ray. They said it was a suspected fracture. But I had to wait a week and then go back.
A week?
Yeah, so I had to go back a week later. So they just gave me like a Velcro brace and told me not to put any weight on it, basically. or like minimise weight on it. And I was like, right. Yeah, went back a week later, and yeah, that's when they said, yeah, it's fractured.
Did they tell you in person, or did they tell you by letter?
They told me in person because they literally then put one of them, you know, the black hinge braces on, and
lock it in place.
And it was locked to 10 degrees, and that was my leg just straight.
For how long?
So it was initially meant to be 6 weeks. And yeah, it was locked to like 10 degrees, and then you can move it up every like 2 weeks by like 10 degrees. It's 12 weeks in total.
Wow.
So yeah.
So how did that make you feel? Obviously, you were playing football for Farnborough. If it was going okay, you were going for the treble season, and straight away that's been taken from you. Playing.
That was heartbreaking. To be honest, it was honestly heartbreaking. I think it was a really crucial point in the season as well. So obviously we were on the way to 2 cups and the league, and it's like you just want to play.
Yeah.
You know, especially in the moments, you don't really get that opportunity often to have like that much. Yeah. So.
Was that your first main football injury you've had? Have you had any other injuries?
My only ever injury.
Really?
Yeah. So
you've done it proper. You know what I mean? Well, okay.
Yeah.
So we'll go back then. So you've just found out then you fractured your knee and you got the leg brace on. Then how did that affect you? Both physically, first of all. I'm guessing you weren't working. You couldn't work.
Couldn't work.
Yeah.
No.
Were you getting paid for that?
Luckily,
Okay,
where I hadn't had any time off.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I had, it would have been a different situation. It would have been literally unpaid leave for like 4 months.
Jesus.
So that was obviously a bad thought. You know what I mean? Like, Then yeah.
Because that's the thing. Worry breeds worry. If you're not getting paid, then you think, I need to get back to work. I can't work.
I physically wouldn't be able to do my job.
Yeah.
I need to walk. So.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Right. So now you know you can work. You can't work, but you can get paid. So now, how did you fill your time on a Sunday? Were you supporting the squad? Were you still going to watch?
As and when I could, yeah. So initially it was quite hard for me to get about because it was obviously completely non-weight bearing, and it just felt like I had like a dead limb attached to my body when I was stood upright. Because it's on the joint, I couldn't really feel the bottom part of my leg, which was really bizarre.
Yeah.
So I literally, I think the first 3 weeks I just stayed at home. And then after that, my other half started bringing me to the games. A couple of times the girls picked me up. So
was it mentally? Did you think mentally it would be hard, or you'd think you'd be all right?
I thought it'd be all right. It was all right for like the first week. I was just like laying
down, relaxing.
Watching Netflix. I was like, this is all right. And then I think it was just as it went on, it just got worse and worse. It was very, very psychologically like difficult, to be honest with you. So
is that what people? Because I was speaking to someone, Jess Rosser, who I spoke to earlier on, and we're talking about injuries, and it was about yourself actually. And people always go, "Oh, how was your injury?" And they always go, "Oh, yeah, healing." And they said, but no one actually asks, "How's your mental health with it?" And that's the thing that maybe gets overlooked, just by accident, because everyone just goes to the injury first.
Yeah.
But that will heal, but this gets worse and worse. As that gets better, this gets worse.
It's like this. This goes up, goes down. It's just.
That's the hardest thing,
but
right?
Mentally, you don't heal. Mentally, you start breaking. So it's like a clash of, I need to get stronger, but I also need to get mentally stronger as well if I want to get back. It's very weird.
Was there a part of you that was worried about, obviously you played every game up until then as a striker. Is it natural for you to think, well, now someone's going to be playing in my position? What do I do? Am I going to get back in the squad?
That was my big concern, because I basically missed the whole of the last part of the season. Obviously we won, it's great. We obviously got promoted into the Southern Region, which again is like a whole nother calibre.
We'll be coming on to that in a minute.
Level. So I'm just like, do you know what I mean?
So obviously when you're sitting there, you're at home, you're missing your football, you're thinking, am I going to get my position back? Am I going to play for Farnborough again? We said about this earlier on, you start creating the worst scenarios in your head, and then that becomes natural, and you start feeding it with overthinking and everything.
Then you make yourself believe it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's not happened yet, but I've already seen that it's happened.
Yeah,
so
literally.
I'm sure you were picturing like not getting your position back.
Exactly.
Yeah, like am I even going to get back to playing football to the standard that you are going to get back to? Yeah.
I didn't think I'd actually go back to football. I think my consultant said to me, he said that it's unlikely to play at the same sort of level.
Really?
With that injury, because obviously I had swelling and pain for months after, even through pre-season for this season. It would burn, it would hurt, and it's just it was a massive knock-on effect, and I don't know, it's just.
Yeah.
So coming back then, obviously you're out for, say, was it 12 weeks you say you were out for? 12 weeks. Then you've got to come back then into pre-season. does your fitness have to then, you've got to work harder on your fitness, you've got to work harder on your running?
Yeah.
Before you come back, obviously you know that someone's playing in your position. You know you've got to fight harder to get your position back. How was the coming back into it in regards to the management, the players? I'm assuming they were supportive anyway, coming back.
100%, 100%. I think the club was very supportive the whole way through. I was quite lucky actually. Obviously, we have Ben and Bernardo.
Yeah, very, very good. Yeah.
So they actually helped me a lot along the way. Like I owe a lot to them actually. So I feel like they helped get me back. To be honest with you, they doing physio sessions with me. I don't know where I would have been, to be fair, if they hadn't been doing that. So
yeah, does that all come? So obviously, players looking to join clubs. Does that all become part of Farnborough as a team? Do you get that as part of your signing things? That's good as well. To get that for a women's team to have the luxury of having the physios there if you need them.
Yeah.
I touch wood. Obviously, you don't want to have them, but it gives you that little bit of peace of mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're moving into the southern region then. Bearing in mind you've been out for 3 months, you've now got pre-season. Did you think you were going to be able to play southern region? Were you thinking, is my time here done?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, massively so. Yeah, literally. Yeah, it was quite upsetting, to be fair.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I spoke to my other half about it a lot. I was like really toying with the idea.
Of what, leaving?
Yeah, what to do, to be honest with you. Part of me didn't want to give up. And I'm glad I didn't, obviously.
Yes.
The other half was just like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this because obviously my fitness and everything.
Is it also because of confidence?
Massively confidence. I was almost nervous to get back on the pitch. I feel like even the first few times I played during pre-season, it was like this. It was in the back of my head, like pulling out of tackles, and you can't do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So.
And that's the other thing. Like, so you recovered from injury. Someone sees you running. Oh, Esme's back. She's back, but she's not back in herself. So I think, like you say, coming back onto the pitch again. We spoke about this on your pod. You take so long to come back on and get to where you want to be. Do you feel you're where you were before now, or are you still going?
I'd like to say so. I feel like I'm. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Is that Danny's just throwing for the audio listeners. Danny's just started throwing things at Esme for no reason at all. I don't know what's just happened there. Okay. So we'll go back to that. Yeah, okay, we'll go back to that. Right. We do not need an injury for Esme, but Danny fell out literally that. Okay. You okay? Do you need a minute? Do you need a minute? You okay?
No, I'm good.
All right. Okay. Right. Okay. So we started getting you back. So you say now, southern region is completely different. Okay. Bear in mind, you've gone from Div 3 to Div 1 to southern region. You're very, very comfortable in Div 3, very, very comfortable in Div 1. What's the difference between them and southern region now? Is it the speed of play, standard of football?
I think standards.
Yeah.
Like you said, speed of play, all of it as a whole. To be honest with you, yeah, it's just I don't know, next level up really, isn't it?
That's the thing. Like you say, you've just come back from an injury where your consultant said he doesn't think you should play again, and you've gone, yeah, okay, but I'm now going to go at southern region level. I'm now going to go. I'm done Div 1, right? You're telling me no, but then that's determination from yourself to go, well, okay, someone tells me something I can't do, I'm doing it, and I'm doing it twice as hard, and I'm going to be twice as good.
I think that's what really drove me to actually carry on, to be honest with you. I didn't want someone else telling me I couldn't.
It's a horrible feeling, like someone going, wait, no, you're not going to be able to get back. I'm like, no, I will. I'm going to show you that I can.
Was there, obviously, you come back, you have players in your position. Did you walk straight back into the team? Did you have to fight to get your place back? How was that from the injury to now?
I feel like I've had to put in the effort to get back. I have had to lock in. I've been given coaching points, and I'd like to think I've been taking them on board and applying them and learning. It wasn't as simple as just being like back.
Of course.
Back in, so.
Well, I think that comes from, that's the hardest thing from a manager. When you've got players good as yourself, because I remember your first season, you were banging goals in left, right and centre, right? The second season as well. When you get injured, as a manager, we have to go, well, I'll support her, but I also need to find something for the team, okay? And then you find another player, they come in, and you go, brilliant, I've now done what I needed to do. And then when you come back from injury, it's like, oh, what do I do now? This player's come in and done a job for me, and she's done it very, very well, but I know this player can do a job. And then that's the hardest part as a manager, to try and balance that. But in your perspective, you don't care what that's not his problem, that's not your problem, okay? The fact that when players come back like yourself and go, well, I'm going to fight for my position, as a manager, it's the best thing you want to see, but the hardest thing. So, like you say, if you're going to come back and fight for that position, that shows the determination that you want to play for Farnborough.
Yeah.
Because the easiest thing would have been, I'll just go somewhere else. I'll play at another team.
Yeah.
How close were you to go? Like you said, you thought about it. Was it a conversation where you thought, I'm gonna walk? Because for your own benefit of
do you know what? It wasn't even to go anywhere else. It was just done altogether. To be honest with you. So.
Do you think you would have stepped away from football again?
Oh yeah, massively. I think I would have just hung boots up to be honest with you.
I was gonna ask the exact same.
So that's why it was like a really emotional moment for me because I'm just like, I don't know if I'm good enough for this. I don't know if I'm ever going to get my confidence back. I didn't even know if I wanted it anymore, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Even coming off the back of the treble and doubling the season, that one moment, we speak about sliding door moments in football. If you didn't go for that challenge, then how many times did you think about that? Did you?
Oh, a lot. Like when I was just laying there, I was like, why did I do that? Why didn't I just leave it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? No one would have had a go at me if I just left that ball. Why did I go for that ball?
Yeah.
But
then that's you. But that's you as a character. Yeah. Knowing, watching you play, knowing you play, coaching you a couple of times, you always go all in. Okay, so if once you take that away from your game, you're no longer the Esme Parsons that we all know and we used to come and watch, cheer, and support. Yeah. So, but you must have learned that in yourself then to go, right, okay, I'm now going to combat. I'm going to fight for my place. And I haven't hung my boots up.
Yeah.
So that's testament to yourself, where the easiest thing was to quit, but the hardest thing was to carry on.
Was there someone that got your confidence back?
That's a good question. I like that.
Everybody really, to be honest with you. My teammates were really supportive actually throughout the whole thing. Yeah.
I remember was it Luke and your dad Paul?
Yeah.
His dad Paul, but your dad.
Steve.
Shout out to Steve.
Yeah.
Shout out to Steve and Luke. Every time we'd come to a game or to come and see you, they were always there.
Yeah.
They were like your biggest fans all the time, and they were very nice people to talk to. We'd always go, how's Esme doing? They go, she's got a couple of goals. And we spoke about this on the pod the other day with Shannon Mather about how it can affect other people who come to watch, because obviously you're not playing. Shannon's dad he'd go to every game.
Yeah.
And obviously that was their outlet as well to come and watch you play. They're proud to watch you play. Did you find that they were like, what are we doing now on a Sunday? They've got or were they going, right, we're going now the weekend. Now we can wait for the weekend.
No, you know what? Yeah, they really, really enjoy watching. So that was, again, for them, they were a bit like, what do we do?
Yeah.
I think a lot of my work colleagues actually come and watch the home games as well. So obviously when I got injured, they were like, oh.
Yeah, what do we do? We've ruined our weekends now. So obviously playing for Farnborough, you mentioned it earlier on, it's a great point. It's a big community that come down. I think the crowds are getting bigger and bigger as well. Do you get kids coming up to you after the game asking for your autographs? How good is that, right?
Nice,
I don't get anything like that. I've never got asked for anything.
I
like that. So do you get recognised in the street by the kids at all? No, it's not yet. Not yet, Esme. Not yet at all. Okay, so you've now come back in the southern region, and like you say, you found it so much hard, fast paced. How has yourself and Leanne as captain dealt with not being dominant, actually having to go, God, this is a bit harder here? You learn from yourself so much more in defeat sometimes to go, right, what do we need to do? Because I can imagine as a team, Farnborough used to losing a couple of games a season.
Do you know what? And I will say this, I think it's testament to the team as well. I feel like whenever we play a good team, we match them.
Yeah.
That's good. We played Winchester City Sunday.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
And we literally held them until the dying minutes of the game. So again, they are Premier Division.
Yeah.
So
that was the cup match. I remember. Yeah, 2-1. Yeah.
So
that's the biggest thing. Obviously, we were saying about Ash last season. We were very dominant. This season, not so much. And we end up looking at ourselves going, we're not used to this. It's character building, you say. And like you say, with Leanne as captain, everything, she's got to get everyone rallied up again for the next game. And just to keep that nucleus there and keep trying to battle is part of what it is, part of a team. And I think that's the hardest part with winning and losing. Like you say, looking at yourself and thinking, how can I come back and win this? Because you're so used to fighting for titles. It's going to be hard this season. It's going to be hard, but then that's part of it. That's part of Southern Region,
Massively so, yeah. It's new challenges.
Yeah.
New challenges, new expectations.
Take it in your stride though.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people get these opportunities.
Not at all.
To
Oh,
play
no.
the, at
This
that
is high.
standard.
Southern Region
Yeah.
is high level. For people who don't know, you've got WSL, then you're down to, I think it's step 5, level 5. You took the 5 divisions from WSL Prem.
Yeah.
That's how high that is. But obviously, you're playing in the FA Cup as well.
Yeah.
This season, you had a little run in the FA
We had a
Cup
little run
as
in the
well.
FA Cup, which is good, yeah.
But again, that puts yourselves on the map. You know,
Massively,
not
yeah.
just that, but financially as well. If you win 2 or 3 games, you start looking at 5, 6, 7,000 pounds bringing in for the club, which can then fund new training things and stuff like that. So just having that little cup run alone gives you a little bit of an impetus to think, yeah, we can match ourselves here. Brilliant. So we have got a few Q&As that have come in from some. We've put yourself out there, and so many people had some questions to ask.
Right.
I think Danny's got a couple here.
I've got a couple. Well, it's sort of back to the injury, but did you have a moment where you go, "Oh, I'm actually back," like physically or mentally? It doesn't matter which one, but
I think so. I sort of noticed myself starting to play with confidence again, like actually wanting the ball instead of like shying away from it. I feel like that was something, to be honest with you. But
was it scoring a goal like, "Oh, I can do it again"?
yeah, maybe not.
We had one sitting this morning. It coming from anonymous. If you want us to give you a shout out, put your names in it. It was, who's the best person you've played with in your Farnborough so from start to now? Who's the number 1 player that you look at and you go, "Of course, he's good"?
Probably Ellie.
Ellie Stanley.
Yeah, to be honest.
Okay,
with you.
yeah.
That girl can score from anywhere. So
She makes it look so
Yeah, I know.
easy, so natural. I've seen her do things in the ball in training. She just does something and she's gone. But again, having someone like that in the team who's a game changer, a big player, who's such just a natural talent.
Natural talent and a nice person as well. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
all round, it's great. Yeah.
What else you got then?
It's one that we've had a lot on the.
Oh, I know.
And I think it's such a good question, but you're footballing high and low. I think it's such a good question to ask all guests because
we get so many different answers on that.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
what
not
I'm saying.
always
It's not
football related, but it's in your career.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like it's a question we can ask everyone, but we get different answers every time.
High, probably. I think it's probably 1 or 2. I think
both right there.
Yeah.
You ain't got to choose,
yeah,
Jill.
literally.
I think scoring in the cup final in that first season, definitely up there.
Not many people can say that.
No.
I think I scored 4 goals in one game as well.
You sort of built that and gone, chuck that out there now.
That was a nice moment because it was just
Yeah.
And then really low was getting sent off. I think at the start of last season.
Talk me through that.
Yeah.
Talk me through. This is what we've come here for. Right, I don't hear about your cup wins. What did you do? Was it swearing? Was it pushing?
No, I don't really want to go. Don't really want to go into it.
Okay.
But it was bad.
Was that your first sending off ever?
Ever. Yeah, I lost my head completely. So
Okay.
yeah.
But again, it's one of
It's a
those
learning
where
curve.
yeah.
It's something you just regret instantly. I was just sat there. I was like, "Why have you done that? You're an absolute idiot."
Yeah.
So no.
That's part and parcel. When you come away from situations like that, you then, when you're in another situation again, it sort of makes you check yourself and you go,
100%.
I mean, obviously, being at Ash, last season I was the first person to be yellow carded.
Really.
And I'm not even a player. And I remember thinking to myself, what am I doing? Like, I've just got to wind myself in. And I've used that. So whenever I've tried to help coach referees, which I give free of charge, by the way, I'm free of charge. I'm coaching these referees.
They absolutely love that.
No referee's ever thanked me for me correcting his wrong decision. Okay, but now I find myself going, I don't really need to say anything because he's just going to get in trouble. I find that as well. So I learn from my mistakes as well. So have you got any other footballing lows? Was that above your injury?
No, I'd say injury
It was going to be the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That would be the lowest. Yeah.
What else you got
I've
there?
got a couple more. What's a pre-game ritual that you always do?
I like that one, you know. My players, their pre-game rituals are turn up late. And they always make sure they do that as well. You say that.
It might be a bit controversial. I like a Red Bull before a game.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's Jamie Vardy likes a Red Bull, okay?
Oh,
She's
yeah.
looking for anyone who's a Red Bull sponsor,
Yeah.
Esme Parsons, okay? Okay. Do you get nervous? Do you have any superstitions before a game?
Not so much, no. I know some players do.
Okay.
Not that I've really noticed. I think there was actually one in the first season. I wore the same hair scrunchie, I think, for like 7, 8, 9 games in a row. So I think I scored in that, and then every single time I wore that, I scored. So I was like, this
That becomes
might be a thing,
yeah.
then it
Have you got any
wasn't.
rituals? Any superstitions?
Well, remember when I used to put that shark on my ankle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do that for the Cranley game?
No, because I ran out of them.
That's what.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
Probably
Yeah.
why.
But like you say, just something as simple as that, having a scrunchie.
Yeah, I know.
Right. But that's normal then, because
Yeah.
did you ever forget it and go, oh my god?
I think I did, and it was a bit of a panic. But
Yeah. See, that's when you get in your head.
yeah, I know.
Okay. What else you got then?
You don't have to answer, but most embarrassing moment in training doesn't have to be a match, because I'm going to say, I'm only asking this question because last night at training, I was like, let's train how we play in a match. And I fully committed, fell straight into the fence.
You hit that fence
I
hard
hit
as
the
well.
fence hard. I'm sure the fence moved.
Yeah.
But it wasn't embarrassing, but I was like, oh, that could have ended really bad
That could have
in front of
ended
everyone. I think everyone was like, are you okay?
Yeah,
And I'm
that's the
just there
thing.
on the floor,
Because
but has anything embarrassing happened to you in training?
well, that could be a game as well. You're
Yeah,
playing in
game.
front of fans. Do they get in? Obviously, watching you play, do you think, oh, there's fans watching me? Like, or do you block that out?
I block that out now, I think. In training, I'm just really clumsy. I tend to trip myself.
You are clumsy.
I am.
remember that. You are
Really
clumsy.
clumsy. I trip myself up. Like, I won't even have to be near the ball. And I'll just end up falling over. So.
I don't even have laces either.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah. So sorry, I sent another question. What's the ambition for you in football? Is it to just see as far as you can go? Do you want to go higher? Or are you happy just playing?
I'm happy just playing again now. To be honest
That's
with
brilliant
you.
to hear, isn't it?
yeah.
I think I'm really, really happy with Farnborough. I'm just going to see how far.
Yeah.
how far we can go.
And I think what you say, you've come back from an injury and you fell out of love with football once. You almost fell out of love with football again.
Yeah.
Okay. And now you're back playing again. You sort of, I think we spoke about this from yours. Yeah. And also you sort of make things a bit relative. You go, you know what? Just to be able to play again is an achievement in itself.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's another big thing.
And back to the getting in your head, like when we were saying earlier, getting in your head. Sometimes I'm like, I'm getting in my head, but I'm back on the pitch.
Yeah.
So I can get a bit angry, but then I look and I'm like, well, I wasn't here a couple of months ago, so just take it in, the wins and the losses and the highs and the lows.
I think that's what you do. You put it into perspective in your career, you know. Yeah, there were one more way I come in was, who is the closest person to you in the squad? Who do you think, if I lost them tomorrow, if they quit, what would I do without them? Who's your best friend in the team? You can have two if you want, so you don't upset people.
I mean, I love everyone.
But
Tally, I do love Tally.
She's a good player as well.
She was there for me, literally every
Brilliant.
second of the day when I was injured, to the point we rented a wheelchair. She was pushing me around between the waters in a wheelchair, bless her. And you forget how hilly that place is? She's just trying to push me up these hills.
Tally's arms and they're like, okay.
Yeah.
But that's lovely to hear, because we spoke about this with a couple of other players with injuries. Like, there's always somebody there who steps up and go, I've got you, girl, don't worry about that. So if that's Tally, then that's brilliant to hear.
She was my rock, to be fair, for it. So.
And does she know that, or is it the first time you actually going, Tally, do you know what? I thank you for that.
I think I've told her, but yeah.
Brilliant. All right, well, listen, Esme Parsons, thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was a great podcast. One more thing, have you got anyone in your head that you think we should get on?
Oh God, I don't know.
Have you got anyone you think in a team that you think might want to come on?
Someone with a story, someone.
Farrell Ewins has just done her ACL.
Farrah might actually.
Yeah, so Farrell Ewins.
Yeah.
Okay, Farrell Ewins, we're going to come for you, okay? But that was Esme Parsons. That was her story. That was her journey. I've been Blaine Conway.
I've been Danny Parsons.
Bosh!